Okay, before us is an Erie flat car with a red unpainted generator on it, and of course the spotlight. A couple things of note about this car. Obviously you can see it's missing one of the brake wheels, which are on an extension. It's also interesting to see, and I don't know that I've ever seen this before, but the steel or the pickup wheel has come loose on the axle. So that's going to need to be obviously resolved. Doyle says that this car was produced between 1953 and 1957. The actual car number is 946, even though you don't find 946 anywhere on here. It's a 720. But this is a 946, obviously depressed center, 6-wheel truck, heavy flat car. And the reason I thought I'd bring you all on board today is I tested, and the light does work, but I don't know if you can see, but the rivet on this end is, the truck rivet is extremely loose, very, very loose. So I thought, well, I may be bringing along as I go through the steps, and I'm going to figure out how to fix this thing. I've never tried to do this before, so I'll give you a front row and center to whatever foibles may come our way. Today we dig into a 946 flat car from American Flyer, and somewhere between 1953 and 57. I also should mention Doyle rates this as having a scarcity level of 5, so a little less common. Alright, so to me it makes sense if I'm going to try to tighten up this rivet, which it's called pinging, or I guess that's the right word, by taking a tool that's got a rounded edge and basically using minor ultraviolence and beating on it to flatten it out, and that shortens it up and should tighten things up. So to do that, I think the car is going to need to be upside down, which means I need to get everything that's on the deck off. In other words, clear the deck. So let's see if we can, first of all, there goes the brake wheel. That wasn't too painful. Let's see if the generator comes loose. There's 2 screws underneath. Okay, looks like there's a little bit of a cobweb or something in there. Go ahead and get rid of that. And the other nice thing about taking everything off the deck is once I get the rivet situation resolved, then I can clean it before I put things back together. This car happens to be in, dare I say, perfect condition. Obviously there's a little bit that needs to be done to it, but in terms of scuff marks, scratches, play wear, there just isn't any, and hopefully I won't add any insult to injury by my efforts to fix what's wrong. Okay, well, so I've got a problem, and what I had intended to do was remove the stand for the light, but if I do that, I'm going to actually have to remove the truck, which I really wanted to see if I could avoid doing. I may still have to, but here is going to be the plan. Another idea. Okay. Bring out my trusty rail section. Isn't that cool? I don't know what poundage this would be, but this little guy is my pounding surface, and has really been valuable for projects that I need to, again, add a little ultraviolence. Now, can I, maybe I'll put a rag on here. So my thinking is maybe again, this is level of difficulty increased because I'm trying to keep it in view of the camera. Okay. All right. So this will be a little bit of trial and error. A little bit of, like I said, tightening of the rivet. Boy, that's still, I don't like that angle. It's too tall. Here's where I wish I had a third hand. Need it to be about that tall. Something about mother invention, creativity, something, something. Too tall. Boy, that's pretty close. Trying to keep the base of the, I call it the turret that the spotlight goes on, trying to keep that away from the rail so I don't damage that. The other thing, now that I'm thinking about it, so I don't mar the paint, use some real thin wood here. It'll take the brunt of the force as I again exercise a little bit of brutality on this rivet here. Oh my, I got a long ways to go. Wow, that is super, super loose. I wonder if I can get away with a bigger. Boy, that's big. I'll try it. Well, so what's happening is I'm not making enough ground. This thing is super, super loose. So what I need to try to do next is see if I can actually pop the rivet through, drill it out, get rid of it, and do what I wanted to avoid, but I don't see a way to avoid it at this point. And use a Fiscus Products replacement, because yeah, there's no hope for this guy, I'm afraid. It's not gonna get me where I need to by tightening that up. There we go. So, now that we've got everything apart here, take a look. Okay, so got just a simple plate with a wire soldered to it that goes up to the floor to the bottom of the light, and then the frame acts as the ground, so you get working light action. So that's simple but effective. All right, let's go ahead and reassemble things here. I went ahead and magnetized the tip of my screwdriver so I can get a little bit of help trying to do three things at once here. But that goes in there. You need your insulator on top, right below the rivet, to isolate from the chassis. Well, shucks. We'll get there. There we go. I think it'll go. What is going on here? Helps when you line them up. All right, so that's too tight. Back it off a little bit more. Maybe not quite that much. Okay, so now that we've got continuity, we've got our insulator, so it's, you know, again, the chassis is our ground. Let's go ahead and reattach the light, and we'll just stick it on the track here and apply some powder and see what we get. Okay. Well, we do have a light. It's not quite as consistent as I'd like to see it. Well, I guess I haven't cleaned any of the pickup wheels yet. There we go. Just another fraction of a turn on that rivet, just to tighten things up the slightest amount. Whoa. There we go. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in. I don't think I'll bore you with the rest of the cleanup and reassembly, but I hope this is helpful for those of you that run into situations where you've got a electrical issue like this. Again, a shout out to Alan with Fiscus products. Check him out on the web, on the interweb. He's got a lot of great products, and sure has been a huge help to Flyer. And in this case, you can see you could go with an original rivet. That would be another option, not a bad one. But here's another way to go. Thanks a lot for stopping in, and God bless you. And until next time, enjoy those American Flyer trains. We'll see you. Bye-bye.